Okay. Live from Collingswood, New Jersey. My name is Reverend Margaret Palagye. I'm so happy that you're all here with us this morning on this rocking Sunday morning, that's for sure. So, I'm going to start off with a bunch of quotes, but two of my very favorite quotes to share with you this morning are, the first one, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live life which he has imagined, he will meet with success unexpected in common hours. Love that. Henry David Thoreau from Walden. Then we have the one that I absolutely love. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then Providence moves too. Because the title of this talk is Tapping into the Power of Commitment. And here's another quote that I really like, but it's not one of my absolute favorites, but I really like it. It's by a professional sports person. He wrote this: once a man has made a commitment to a way of life, he puts the greatest strength in the world behind him. It is something we call heart power. Once a man has made this commitment, nothing will stop him short of success. That's from football coach Vince Lombardi. So these quotes speak volumes about the power of living the committed life, which is what we're going to talk about today. First, we are going to explore we're going to look up close and deep at the word commitment, what it means, what it brings up, what it doesn't bring up, because there's all kinds, it seems, like emotions behind this one word. So first we're going to look at the dark side of commitment. So here we go. This is something that I want you to repeat after me. And I just love the music and the readings all go so well, as usual, when you step back and let the universe plan. All sink in with what we're going to talk about today. So this is what I want you to repeat after me. So say this after me. I am ready to be what I came here to be.
I'm ready to be what I came here to be.
And I'm ready to do what I came here to do.
And I'm ready to do what I came here to do.
That feels good. It always feels good when we hear our own voice. So it feels so good that I want us to say it again. I am ready to be what I came here to be.
I'm ready to be what I came here to be.
And I'm ready to do what I came here to do.
I'm ready to do what I came here to do.
Good. Glad to hear that. And I'm glad it feels so good because we're going to tweak it a little bit now. I want to tweak it a little bit. So as you say this new version, I want you to get in touch with how you might have shifted you a little bit in your consciousness and your feeling and who you are. So this one, I want you to repeat after me. I am committed to do what it takes.
I'm committed to do what it takes.
To be what I came here to be.
To be what I came here to be.
And to do what I came here to do.
And to do what I came here to do.
So there was a shift in that because we used the word committed. Did you feel that? Did anyone feel that? The slight or big difference? When we use that word commitment, it's like, I'm committed. You know, it's a whole nother way of being. And do the words I am committed bring up stuff? Because I know they do for some people. Before we can even begin to explore the power of committing to who you are and what you came here to be, we have to look at what could be functioning in our subconscious around the word committed. So we look at what is the dark side of it, or whatever you want to call it, the shadows of committing. In other words, what the heck are we afraid of? But that's the only thing is fear. What the heck are we afraid of by committing? Well, this story might give us a slight example. Two men are waiting in line at a fast food restaurant. The first one says to the second, "Why is it so hard?" He's looking at the menu. "Why is it so hard for people to commit?" The second man said, "It's primal. It goes far beyond feeling trapped. It feels like you quit living and settled in a slow, agonizing, soul-sucking march towards your own death." And the first man said, "Wow, that's a lot to consider when you're just trying to decide on what sandwich for lunch." Because when you order, you're committed, right? When you go to a restaurant and you order something, you're committed to receive it. That's what you know. But some people have that whole feeling around the word. So, back to the question, what is the dark side? What is the dark side? What are the shadows in committing? What are we afraid of? Could be, I have a few examples, could be, like the guy in the story, that you feel trapped and you feel like you're boxed in or confined. Could be, feel obligated. It can feel like we lost all of our other options and we are surely to miss something better, because, right, the grass is always greener, so they say. So, you know, there might be expectations of me that I might not be able to fulfill by committing. There's no room for spontaneity. And here's a big one for a lot of people. For most of us, if I commit to something and put it out there, I might fail. I don't know why people are afraid of failure. I mean, it happens, right? You learn from it. Lessons. We're going to get into that. Now, it's a really important question to ask yourself. I have one. Did you feel any kind of emotions or anything around commitment? Maybe you didn't. I just hear about people that are afraid of that word. I personally am not afraid of that word. Once I commit, I'm going to do it. Right? Well, yeah, I mean, I think most of us. Not everyone. That's true. It is important that we look at any kind of feelings because they are really functioning, like I said before, in our subconscious mind, and they cloud up what we are here to do and what we might be able to be. So get in touch for a moment. Something comes up for you. What is the unconscious? What is in the unconscious for you around the word commitment? And so we can take a moment, and if we have anything that comes up around committing to, we see it. This is how we learn lessons in life and everything. We see it, we acknowledge it, we accept it, and then it is important to love it. For love can mean many things, but it's seeing the good in it. To see the good in it. So you don't have to like something, but you see that everything is happening for a higher good all of the time, always. And did you know that we really can't release what we don't love or accept? It stays stuck in us. So the acceptance part is really, really big. It's really big. So I want you to feel into if you have any discomfort with commitment. See it, acknowledge it, accept it, and then see the good in it. Remember that any kind of discomfort that we feel anywhere we commit, it's really God unfolding in us. It's really our highest good taking place when we don't let it keep us stuck, when we move through it. And here's some words from Dr. Michael Beckwith in 40-Day Mind Feast. When you commit to discovering and expressing your faculty of divine creativity, what emerges is living and expressing from a deeper dimension of your being. This is real aliveness. to feel alive, right? To wake up to the greatness that we truly are, the magnificence of who we are, as the song so beautifully expressed today. And so that brings us to the second part. What are we committing to? And that is, what are we wanting to commit to right here and right now in our lives? Am I wanting to commit to living and expressing from the deepest dimension of my being? Am I wanting us to truly be alive through that commitment? I think so. To really wake up and do things, even when we feel uncomfortable. Commit to it and follow through and do it. And I am inviting you to make a commitment. To be all that you can be and do all that you can do in this lifetime. It's what we came here to express our divinity. Each and every one of us is a different expression of the same divinity. And what does that truly mean? It's really important because when we commit to something, it is that which moves us forward. As some of these quotes I have to follow this really explain so deeply. It is so important. It's so important. I have to give one of the talks. So wonderful. Yeah, I'm so honored. I'm sorry. I'm live. You know, it ends in 2 weeks. I'm thrilled. I really am. But I committed to it because when Martha Creek asks you to do something, honey, would you mind giving one of our power talks? Well, Martha, what is a power talk? Whatever you want it to be. So, oh, sure. And that's it. So, committed. So, if I'm committed, I got to move forward, and I got to write this talk and give this talk at Anson. And part of it is being a light worker in the world. I'll bring it back and give it again, too, because that's, to me, the most important thing that we're all here to be. But many, many years ago, like in the 90s, I said, I'm a beneficial presence, because I didn't know what I came here to be. I didn't know what I came here to do. I could list roles, but I didn't feel it. So I felt beneficial presence. I had no idea what that meant. But I was going to be a beneficial presence. And then it unfolded. It gave a purpose to my life, which then became clear in the perfect time. What a beneficial presence truly is. What it is. And I think each and every one of us is a beneficial presence to others who can't see the light, who can't be the light, but that's another talk. Okay, so here's a hint of what you came here to do and what you came here to be. And you may recognize this quote. I love these quotes because they're so good. Take this in. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within each and every one of us. It's not just in some of us. It is in every one of us. And we let our own light shine. We unconsciously give others the permission to do the same. So as we let our brilliant light shine, as we be who we are meant to be, our own personality, our own self, our own God self, we give other people permission to be who they want to be in the world, who they show up as. It's all okay. And that was from Marianne Williamson from her book, A Return to Love. So we are here to shine those lights brilliantly and fully. We are here to be the fullest expression of God that we can possibly be. We are here to be God's hands and feet and arms and legs and eyes and heart. We are here to express the divine in physical form. That's who we are. Wow, that's who we are. We are here to be examples for others who maybe can't see that for themselves. And discover, maybe they can discover and live their dreams as well. This is who we are. This is a beneficial present. This is who we came here to be. And here's a news flash, and it is an important one. So listen up. You are not your history. That's like, your potential is not found in your past. You do not have to create your future based on your history. No way. But you will if you go on automatic pilot. Have you noticed that? Wow. Things repeat themselves over and over again until we clear away those old history lessons that we think we learned but we didn't. Just clearing them away and know that we are a light of God. Just we are the light of God. No matter what you have done or what has been done to you, you can be who you came here to be and do whatever you came here to do, as long as you are willing to commit to it. That's the little word in there. It's a little word, but it's a big thing. Commitment has power, great power. And why did we come here to be expressions of God? Because of what was articulated in one of this morning's quotes from W.H. Murray's book, The Scottish Himalayan Expedition, which I've read before, but I just really love this, and I want to read it again to you because it's just everything. It's everything. I'm using part of this in my talk too. He writes this: "But when I said that nothing had been done, I erred in one important matter. We had definitely committed ourselves and were halfway out of our ruts. We had put down our passage money, booked a sailing to Bombay. This may sound so simple, but is great in consequence. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans. And the moment one definitely commits oneself, then Providence moves too. A whole stream of events issued from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamt would have come his way." And he writes, "I have learned a deep respect for one of Goethe's couplets. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Begin it. Boldness has genius and power and magic in it." That's why one of the greatest, I love like Target has a great logo. I love logos and little things that go with them. And Nike, just do it. I mean, it's brilliant. It's so simple, isn't it? Life is so simple. But we as humans make everything so complicated. It's what we do. So there you have it, my friends. This is where we are going for my few talks that I have in October, calling forth providence through the power of our commitment. The power of our commitment to be who we came here to be and to do what we came here to do. Really, I want us to really ponder this during the next upcoming week. And your mission, if you choose it this week then, is to go within in your meditation, in your prayer sessions, and just feel anything you have a fear around that might be calling you to step out into the greatness that I am knowing is in each and every one of us. No one is ever left out. God does not leave anyone out because we're all expressions of the one. So, to be in prayer, to be in concept, perhaps visioning on what it is. Be like me, a beneficial presence, very vague, no idea, until it became crystal clear. Because you set in motion by stating your purpose, you set in motion the law, divine law, that can only give back what is put into it. And I guarantee if you are willing to commit to following your desires and dreams, that spiritual law will demonstrate, will manifest beautiful results in each and every one of us, our lives. And so it is.
And so it is.